All right, all right. What's going on, guys? How are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Browser World live caricature art stream, guys. So we are in the house today, and I'm going to tell you, this has got to be a good day because my camera is working today. Like, my camera is actually, both cameras are working, so I got good pictures. My light is good. I mean, the next thing that's going to happen for me right today is I'm going to get me a whatchamacallit bar. Y'all know what that is, right? Whatchamacallit. All right, so what's going on? Today we're going to be doing some celebrity caricatures here. We're going to be doing comedians today, right? We're going to be drawing some comedians. So what I did here is I pulled up some I pulled up some different comedians here. It looks like we have Dave Chappelle, Louis C.K., Adam Sandler, Bill Burr, Richard Pryor, Kevin Hart. We got a whole bunch of them, and then they got 42 more. So they got a whole bunch of different comedians. So we're just gonna have our way with it. Let's see who I want to start with first. So who we're gonna warm up with here? Let's see here. You know what I'm thinking? I don't know if y'all even know who, but let me see. Let's go with somebody that's a little bit more Steve Martin. Let's start with you know what? let's see if we can get a picture of Dave Chappelle. Okay, so we got a picture of Dave Chappelle here. I don't like that picture though. I want to get a better picture of him now. Let me see. Let me get another. Let me go here and go to. Let me type in Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. See what happens here. Hey, what's going on TikTok? How you guys doing today? How's everybody doing? All right, this is what we got here. This is a good. I like this picture right here, Dave Chappelle, for some reason. So we're gonna use this one right here. So let me save it here, and then I'm gonna open it up. Where right? Okay, here we go. Let's get my guy out here. Okay, so this is the picture that we're gonna be using here. Okay. Of Dave Chappelle. Okay. So I'm gonna attempt to make this into a cartoon real quick. So let's go ahead and get on. Let's go ahead and get on with it. Okay. Sharpie. So there's Sharpie here. Let me see. Make sure this is a good tip here. I don't know if this is brand new or not. Okay, that's a good one. And then I got some gray over here. And let's get a clean sheet of paper out. And let's go for it. Okay. We'll use our pencil if we get lost, right? All right, so let's go ahead and get that. Let's go ahead and get his all of the main things here of the face. So I wanna do these eyebrows. It might be a little bit off center, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna do these circles here. I want to get the expression down first. Dave Chappelle's expression. Okay, and then this one goes up here. Okay, let's see if we can get this nose here. Okay. And then we got this middle part of the nose here. And let me see here. I think this would be. I think this is what's going on here. I don't know. Let's see. Got a little mustache there. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Now we're going to do some bottom teeth there. Let's go ahead and put this microphone here, because that's really hold on one sec, guys. This music is killing me. There we go. Something other than that. Okay, so let me get these hands in there. Okay. I can't get them all in, but let's see here. Now let's go back over here to the head shape. Okay. Not too bad. Sad we're not using an eraser, right? Okay, and then we got let me see, that one looks like it's running a little low on ink. Hey Cherish, what's going on? What's going on? How are you? My top tier Patreon, Cherish, is in the house. Thank you so much, Cherish. Well, along with all my other Patreoners that are here. How are you? Okay. I'm feeling better today, Cherish. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Dude, you know what I gotta do a better job of? Throwing out markers out of my thing that are dried out. Because if it's a dried out marker, you know what? I can't use it. Let me see. No. Let me see here. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, here we go, guys. You know, it can't be Dave Chappelle unless you give Dave Chappelle ears in there. Right? So I got to put a little bit of this ear over here. Even though you can't really see it in the picture, I'm still going to do it, right? And then you got like a little, let me see, you got this here. All right. Then you got another one here. And then you're going to kind of go back from there. And then let's put this little necklace you got right here. There we go. And then we're going to put, let me see here. Hey, what's going on, Jeremy? How are you? Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right. Wrap around the neck. Wrap around. Okay. All right, Dave Chappelle, we're almost there, right? So today, again, guys, we're doing comedians, famous comedian caricatures, right? Just real quick mock-ups. This one right here, if you guys don't recognize Dave Chappelle, I need to start all over again, right? Go ahead and do it. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, now, I guess what I can do here, I'm pretty pleased with how this came out. So, what I'm going to do here, man, that looks just like Dave Chappelle to me right there. Like, that's Dave Chappelle. And then all I got to do is put this back here and maybe some cameras shining some light on Dave Chappelle in the middle of his comedy show, right? Maybe I should do him in some of his old characters. You remember he was Rick James? I'm Rick James. Oh, Dave Chappelle, man. Okay, so look here. Let me go ahead and do some shadows on this one real quick. So we'll just use this little gray right here. We'll add some shadows in like this. Okay. Oh. Hold on one sec, guys. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, okay. All right. We're going to do this bottom half of the nose here. Top lip. Okay. And then we'll just shadow on these ear shapes. And the bridge of the nose shape here. A little bridgy right there. Okay. That's the main thing there. You don't want to do no real panic. You don't want to panic too much. You don't want to do too much thinking either. Not when you're doing this type of artwork. You want to just kind of go with it. I'm going to get my crayon out here and we're going to add some contrast. So here I'll just do something real light. Right? Just across here first. So just let me define what's going on. If you panic in the situation when you're drawing, you know, it's gonna keep you from getting done what needs to be done. So don't panic. That's the last thing you need to do when you do this. Remember, this is your interpretation of whoever this person, you know what I mean, whoever you're drawing. So with that, armed with that knowledge, I think you should, again, maintain your cool at all times. All right, so I'm just going to throw a little bit of a background in there and just to kind of bring that lighting out a bit. With my crayon, these crayons are very versatile in what they can do. So Anyway, let's go ahead and get the name on that. So I don't feel like we need to do anything else. We can just put Dave Chappelle right here, right? Dave Chappelle. I forget how to spell Chappelle. Is it off for random? His cheek line? Oh, did I? Oh, right here? There we go. Do I have it right now? Thank you so much for James. Oh, Rick James, right? Dave Chappelle. Chappelle Show. Chappelle Show. Chappelle Show. Okay. And let me just sign my work. Oh, we forgot to add the dark to the microphone here. This is a microphone, right? Okay. There we go. Now we got it. Now we cooking. Right? All right, so that's comedian number 1. So let's go ahead and go over to our next comedian, which is going to be, let's go ahead and close that out. And let's find our way back over here to, y'all, do y'all remember, do y'all remember this guy right here? Y'all remember, hold on a minute, let me show you. Let me see. Y'all, I know y'all remember this dude. What's his name? What is it? Hold up. Let me pull his face up right here. Okay. Remember Ashley Larry, man? Remember when was not Ashley Larry, or what was his name again? I can't remember what his name was. And yeah, but I know he was yeah. Oh, this is Dave. Well, you don't know who Dave Chappelle is? Get out of here. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go to my next comedian. So anybody got a request for a particular comedian they like? All right, here we have let me see, we got C.K. Lewis. We got Adam Sandler. You got Jim Carrey. Let's see what we got, Jim. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, Jim Carrey. Let's copy and all right, let's get some images here. Jim was a great face. Let me see. I'm trying to find a good picture of him. Let me see. All right, let me see. Oh, dude. Let me see. I think I want to do him as one of his characters. So let me see. That's a good one there. Let me see. No, not that one. Okay. I'm doing it. No. Oh, which one should I do? Should I do that one or this one? I'm gonna do this one. Hold on. So y'all can go ahead and laugh at it. Y'all remember this? I'm gonna make a cartoon out of this. We gotta do Martin Laws with Shanae. Who doesn't love? Oh, I'm doing it. Cherish, you shouldn't have said that. We're gonna draw. We drawing Shanae. So let me see. So we got Martin. I'm just putting your request so I know who to go with. Shanae. Are we going to draw him as Shanae as one of his characters? And that's what we'll do. Think of, guys, all of the characters that y'all know, like you watch different sitcoms and stuff, and you see some funny guys, funny comedians. So look at it like maybe a character that they played, and then we can use them as a model. Real quick, let me take a quick intermission here, guys, to give you guys a little information, just in case you are new to the stream. So first off, I do classes. So if you guys want to take an online class with me. I do caricature art classes, and so I teach you all about like what I know about caricature. Okay, if anybody can teach you how to be a caricaturist, it's not me, but I'm gonna try. Right, I'm just messing with you. But take a class, guys. Check it out. The second thing is that we do have a Patreon page. If you enjoy the content that we put out concerning our artwork and our ministry work, and you want to be a part of that, you want to support the channel and keep it going, we are fully fan based, like fan supported. So if you guys want to help us, this is our full-time employment, me and my wife. And so if you want to help support that channel, you can go with Patreon. And then of course, guys, tips are appreciated. If you wish to tip, you can tip at Cash App $ Rouser World. Thank you so much. So we're going to go ahead and get back to our regularly scheduled programming. All right, so let's see who we got next. We got Jim Carrey as this guy. All right, let me see what I can do with this face here. Okay. I try to keep it real simple, you know what I mean? So let's go with this. I'm going to go with the I'm gonna go with the expression here first again. Do something like this maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna get this right, but let's see. I think that's right. Okay, then I'm gonna do something like this here. You know what? I'm gonna go with the seat. I'm gonna go with the diamond. Okay. Okay. Yes. Now let's see if I can get this mouth correct. This looks like a humdinger here. I don't know. Let me see. Because I'm not trying to copy it exactly, but keep it as much as an impression as I can. Okay. While at the same time trying to maintain the recognizability of my cartoon. Okay. Let's see here. Again, I don't know if this is going to turn out right or not. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. I know you can do better. All right, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? We got a lot of people on TikTok over here today. What's going on? Hola, what's up? Oh, okay, let me see here. So now we're gonna do this. I don't know how I'm gonna get these in here. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do like this, and then I'm gonna try to squeeze them in here. Like maybe if I come down like this. I'm gonna try to just squeeze it in there. Okay, and then we got our neck shape here, and then we got something like this here. Right? Okay. All right, and now we're gonna go ahead and color in these eyebrows real quick. All right. Today we're drawing comedians. Hey, what's going on? Robiero, what's going on? Hola, Ana Pinto. ¿Cómo estás? What's going on? ¿Qué pasó contigo? Okay, let's see here. Let's do some. Let me see. What else do I got here? Is there anything else I could squeeze in? No, well, that's about the half. Let's see. This is the shoulder. This is his oh, okay, there. And then he got shoulders that kind of just come down here, then do like this. There. Something like that, right? Okay. And then does he have he has like a little hut or something. He has some little hut back there. Let's put our horizon line there. Right? Hey, thank you, Riviero. Gracias por su propina. Yes. Uh-huh. I don't even know what this is back here, but it look like something. All right, so check it out. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and add some shadows to the drawing. Okay. Oh, you just sent me a picture there, Cherish. I'm going to check you out right now in just a moment here. All right. Again, guys, our theme for the day is comedians. So I'm just drawing comedians. Some of them I'm drawing inside of their element, like kind of like a character that they played, right? Anything like that. So my next person is going to be Martin. That's going to be a request by none other than Cherish. All right. So we're just going to put a little bit of shadow here all the way down side of the picture. Okay. Now let's take our black crayon here. No puedo hablar en portugués, pero en español. Mi esposa enseñarme de hablar. Si yo puedo leer, muy bien. Leer español. Por las palabras, a mí parece lo mismo. Pero es like spelled un poquito diferente, pero no mucho. All right. Oh, excuse me, guys. I was just trying to get my Rico Suave on. Excuse me. You see. All right. So we're going to take our crayon here. We're going to get this very interesting hairdo, to say the least. All right. And we'll just do something real quick. A little impressionism goes a long way with this kind of drawing. So we're just going to kind of move to the side of the crayon. And we're just going to color this part in as it comes around to this point. So you see, we really don't need much there. All right? Something like that. All right. All right. Let me see here. Okay, and I think I'm pretty much done with my picture of Jim Carrey. As I forget what this character was, but I know this is this from Pet Detective? Is this Pet Detective? Anybody remember? Gracias, Joe. Yeah. All right. All right. All right, so now we got some hair on your chest down here. All right. And that's it right there. This is my picture. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of my picture of Jim Carrey when nature calls? Right. Gracias, Riviero. Estoy haciendo una live stream en español, pero empezando en lunes. No, yo no sé qué es la palabra for Thursday, pero lunes, Monday and Thursday. So Thursday, esta lunes a las 10 de la mañana. So, but anyway, this one here is just in regular, regular Spanish. Okay, so this is just a regular English one. Jueves. Gracias, Joe. Appreciate it. Presente. Okay. All right, so this is Jim Carrey. All right. Jim Carrie as Dukaka. Thank you so much, Milo. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Okay. All right, guys. So now let's go to our next comedian. And I'm going to take a look at what Cherish sent in real quick. No. My son trying to get in here. All right. I have to let y'all see how big he done got now. He done got huge, man. So you guys that followed me, hold on a sec. Let me, wait, hold on. Whoa. All right, so we're about to do that. Wait a minute. Let me move up. So I know you guys have been following me for a while. Give y'all an update on how big. Y'all remember this was my preemie boy right here. Remember he was this big. No, don't draw on my picture. Put that down. Just in case. Draw on that one. Which one? No, you're not gonna draw. And then this is the don't draw on nothing. Hold up. Now you got your balance. So this is the other little fella. This is Ethan and Evan. These are my not now. These are my sons. He's how old are you, Ethan? Put that down. Let me see if you stab Evan. How old are you?
14, 15.
14 or 15. Got it. So this guy right here is 14 or 15 apparently. How old are you, Evan?
Huh?
You don't know how old. You're
two.
You're 2?
2, 0.
2. Okay, so they're 2 and 0. So you're 4? 2. No? Okay. Well, look, guys, we got to get back to the program, okay? So I'm going to have Mom come in here and get you so we can get back to the program, okay? All right, so Ethan. Hey, thank you, Joe. Yeah, my future. In fact, when my wife told me about this one, I don't even think I still have that shirt left, but she gave me a shirt that said what you just said, future artist, on it, and it was like a little onesie that said future artist. So I was just like asking her, who is this for? Hey, get down. All right, come on, hey, Bill, come get the baby. Okay. There we go. All right, guys. Up, get your hat. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Wait. All right. Blah, 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 blah. All right. See you later, buddy. All right. All right, guys. So let's go back. Let's get back into it. I want to see what Cherish. Cherish, you sent that on Instagram in Messenger, right? Here we go. Cherish. No, that's not Cherish. All right, so here's Cherish's. Cherish is sending. She drew along with me. If you are drawing along, this is Cherish's. Dukaka. Right? Very good, Cherish. I can appreciate the artistry in this drawing. Yes. Y'all check that out right there. Again, submitted by Cherish. Thank you so much. Yeah, the little boys ain't little boys no more, Cherish. It's over with. If you guys want to share your work with me, you can send it. Hey, Cherish, do me a favor. Put up the, if you could put the Facebook link or something up there so that they know how to get to Facebook. If you guys want to share your work with me today. All right, so let's see here. Who's our next? Martin. Martin's our next comedian that we're going to be drawing today. Martin, I'm the man. All right, so let's find, let's go back over here. Wait, this is Dave Chappelle. Here, Karen. Let's look up Martin. So this is our second guy, okay? We have our first drawing was none other than Dave Chappelle, right? Dave Chappelle is looking over here at Dukaka, right? Who is that? Doesn't it look like he's looking at her right now? All right. So anyway, guys. All right. So what's your question there, Joe? Wait, let me type this in real quick. M-A-R Martin Lawrence. And you want to do Martin Lawrence, and then you want to do Shanae. Shanae. Images. Encore. Oh, this is it right here. We doing it. This is it. Just seeing this picture cracks me up, man. Wait, is this the one I want right here? Let's see. I'm trying to see which one I like it. This one right here look cool. Let me see. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to make sure the picture is clear. Let me see here. I think I could pull it off with this one. It's just the photos are so bad back. Let me see. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do. I guess I'll use. Let me see. What about this one? That one looks a little bit more. Let me see. Let's save this one. Let's see if we can do it from here. Having a really good picture is also a good key to doing this. But let me see here. There we go. All right, Joe. Let me see what we got. Thank you, Cherish. All right, how do you decide which feature to exaggerate and which to keep more normal? My personal technique is to I go with the first thing that strikes me. There's a thing that there's this thing about drawing, and let me choose my words correctly, but this thing it's an intuitive thing. When it's that thing that you get when when you first meet somebody, when you first look at something, you form an impression, especially if you have a focused attention on it. Does that make sense? So you have that feeling, whether it's maybe sometimes it might be uncertainty, maybe it might be fear, maybe it might be happiness, maybe it might be whatever. It's a intuition about something that you get. And so when you look at a face, a lot of the time some feature in that face is going to either be attractive to you, or it's going to be or it's going to be something that's negative maybe about the face, but you notice something. And so that's how I choose it. Now, I usually play toward the strength of the face, where some caricature artists play toward the weaknesses of your face. I try to make you look good. That's my job. My job is I'm a cartoon plastic surgeon. All right. My job is to make you look like you never looked before. The best you've ever looked. You know what I'm saying? You've got to look. You've got to look. Right? Remember that song? All right, let's go. Here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Now, this one, I'm going to do something like this. Let me see. I'm going to go with a round shape. Okay. I don't even know. I don't even know if I could do this. Don't laugh at my drawing, man. All right, let me see here. Now, this is this nose in here. Something like this. Shanae. Okay, this. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, wait. Let me see. What about this? Okay, let's see. So if y'all don't know who this, everybody knows who's Martin Lawrence, right? I hope y'all know who Martin Lawrence is. This is him in one of his roles, and one of his favorite. When I used to watch Martin back in the day. Let's see if we can get this whole head shape in here. So what I want to do, I'm going to shorten this top shape down some. So I'm going to bring this little frayed down here. I'm gonna use a thicker marker actually. Let me get a let me get one of these this big Sharpie here. Right? So you can just do something like that. Oh, all right. You see. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get all the hair in there because again, got some big hair in here. Okay, and then we'll just come down the back side here and make like some little shapes like that, right? Okay. Hey, what's going on? A superstar, right? Otis? Otis. Oh, look here. Look here, man. You just said, you ain't said nothing. I'm going to do Otis. I'm going to do Otis for you, man. I got you. So we got Martin Lawrence. We're going to do him as Otis. Okay, I got you next. That's my next one right there. Okay. Okay, Martin. I'll tell you, man, he was out of his mind back in the day. I don't even know what's wrong with this man. He used to have me cracking up so much. All right, let me see here. So now I'm gonna do some shadows real quick here. Let's get let's shadow it up here. Okay, and just add a little bit of shadow in. Look at this. I could have dropped this part down a little bit more than I did, but that's okay. This the spacing between the mouth, but I feel like I still was able to capture a pretty good likeness of the characters. So all right, so now I'm just gonna do some I guess some quick braids because I'm never again trying to. I'm not doing any. I'm not drawing a real life picture. So you want to, when you color and you do things like this, you want to go with a lot of impressionism. Don't worry about the perfection of it all. And then you can get through the drawing a lot faster. Again, when you start moving that pen, the first thing you want to do is you want to you want to take command of the drawing. If you ever think during the drawing that you can't do it, then you won't do it. You're going to mess up. And then that lack of confidence that you have in yourself is going to spread to the person that you're drawing. They're going to see the confusion. The people, everybody's going to, and then so it's just not a good place to be. So don't take yourself too serious. Is what I'm saying. Stop trying to be so serious about this. We're drawing cartoons here. We're not making rockets. Okay. So snap. Okay. So now we got this is nay nay. Okay, nay. Okay, and then that is that's Martin Lawrence, right? I'm just gonna put Martin Law. All right, so this is our third picture, okay, and this is again we have Martin Lawrence. Then we have Jim Carrey, right? We did Jim Carrey at Chicago, and then we have Dave Chappelle, right? Dave Chappelle is on the money. Let me see if I can get some. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can get some new. Let me go here. Da-da-da-da. All right, there we go. All right, so who do we got next? We have who's on our request list? Otis. So somebody want me to draw Otis. So Martin Lawrence as Otis. All right, so let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find him as Otis. So Martin Lawrence, and then we're gonna put Otis over here. Otis, the security guard. All right, images. Let's see which one we want here. He said, remember, he said, you see that boy? You see that boy? You done messed up, right? You done messed up. You done committed a 5 to 10. A 5 to 10. What's a 5 to 10? I'm about to whip you behind for 5 to 10 minutes, right? Yeah. Y'all remember that, right? Oh, whoop you. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're sweet on older. Let me see. I think that one's gonna be the good one. And I think that's the best one they got up here. I just want to see which one I like. Let's see. I like that one right there. Oh, this is a good one. Again, these pictures are not very sharp, so you'll be able to hopefully you'll be able to make it out just a bit here. Okay. Can you guys see that one pretty good? Him is Otis, right? Hey, you look like you're about to be. Let me see here. Let's see how we want to do this one. I think what I'm gonna do with this one, I'm gonna start with the outer features first. I don't know how I'm gonna start with this one. Let me see. Yeah, I do. This is what we're gonna do here. Do I want to do the hat? Do I want to do the outer shape first or the inner shape on this one? Okay, I got it. No, I don't want to do it that way. I think I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go the way that I thought about it at first. Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay. him and his old put his pocket is all up. Okay. That's the main thing with this. Just draw, kind of trying to draw what you see and being confident in that is sometimes it's hard to do, but you got to fight through it, right? Okay. Let me see here. Now, let me see. I was going to start with the glasses on this one, but I don't know. I just, let me see here. I'm going to go with, oh, he got a gold too. That's right. Okay, let's see. Let me see here. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, now I don't know what the hell's going on here. I don't know. There it is, man. That's it. That's it right there. I think you're sweet on Otis. Okay, let's put these. Let's get this hair. All right, yeah. I don't know. I think you're sweet on Otis, right? Oh, Otis, man. Okay. Yeah, you just got to go with what you feel, man, and then don't worry about it. Just to deal with the consequences later. Once you put it down with this marker, it ain't coming up. Okay, let me see how I can do. I can do it like this, and then just kind of do like that right there. Okay. Okay, and then we got some reflections in the glasses that make them look like reflection, right? What folk? What uh, let me see. So the question here was, what features, skills, solo? What's going on? How are you? What features do you focus on to make the cartoon look like the portrait? It's different for every face. It is. It literally is different for every face. But I'm going to tell you two of the things that I do focus on. I think they're very important. Is feature shape, like sticking as close to basic shape as possible, and then concentrating on configuring that shape the correct way. Uh, to put it in English terms, I think it's really a matter of, if you think of this as eyes, nose, mouth, and I don't know, and this is another. Oh, these are not features, right? Well, how are they situated in relation? Is my mouth here, and then my nose here, my mouth right here, and my eyes are up here, right? Or my eyes down here, attached to my nose, and my mouth is like really close to it. It all depends on what you think is going to complement that face. Do you understand what I mean? So so when you draw each picture, every picture is going to present its own challenge. You know what I'm saying? Every picture is going to present its own challenge, and then you just have to go with the flow of things until you find the look you're going for. Like with this one, it's really just a matter of drawing what you see. To be honest with you, a lot of times we try to add something to it, right? You try to add something to it or take something away from it. But if you just really look at the shapes themselves, and find a basic shape that's very similar to that shape, and draw that shape, you should be just fine. Okay, so here I'm just doing some shadowing here, right? Let's try to bring out some different parts of my drawing, right? Got my mustache shape here. Right? No, actually, these are just Crayola markers, and then the regular markers these are Sharpies here. Okay. So let me see here. The eyebrows here. Let me use this bigger marker here to kind of add some. We don't put too much here. We just want to give you just enough to give attention, and then we're gonna go with these glasses. So we don't want to color them all the way in. We want to leave room for lighting, because if you color them all the way in, it's going to be too distracting, and it's not going to give that look that I want of almost like a magnifying glass. You get what I'm saying? So I just want something that's going to be. I just want something that's going to be bold. You know what I'm saying? In this, and then now what I can do here, I can draw some more attention toward the mouth shape, right? Just a little bit, right? I can even just actually color that all the way in. Right? You see? So that just gives it a lot more dynamics right there. And then let me see here. We got the top of this thing here. We got this little going on his shoulder here. Right? And then we got his badge here. Da 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 da. Right? Okay. And I think we really don't have to do much more to this. Just kind of shadow the top lip in here. And then maybe this. Okay. So there we have it, guys. Otis, the security guard, right? Okay, for Martin, right? Okay. So we're gonna go Otis, the security guard, and then we're gonna put we'll just put my signature here. Okay. Check that out. All right, guys, so check it out. Look, if you guys want to take classes with me, I know you guys got a lot of questions. I got a lot of answers, so I do private one-on-one classes. We do have a class bundle going on right now, so you can book 3 classes for only $105. So you get 3 classes. You can ask all the questions you want, and I'll show you how to draw a caricature. Okay. Now, that if you want to take a class, you can go to rouserworld.com/classes. Also, guys, don't forget to support us on Patreon. If you like these art classes, these online art classes, and you want to help to support Rouser World, I appreciate it. My family appreciates it. This is our full-time employment, and so this is a way we're completely fan funded. So this is a way to help to keep our channel going, and keep those art lessons coming. And then the next one is going to be our last one, which is tips. If you guys feel like you're benefiting from the stream, surely you'd want to, yeah, right. If you want to tip, tips are awesome. Thank you so much, man. If you want to tip, that's that $ Rouser World. Okay, so I just want to put that information up there just for you real quick. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and go back to our drawing. So who is the next person that we want to draw today? Okay, we don't have any more requests, so I'll just go ahead and go off of my own itinerary. Okay, just to show you what we've done so far, we did Otis, right? This is Martin, right? And then these are his 2 characters. You guys remember Shanae Nay, and then you remember Martin, right? Shanae Nay, right? Okay, and then we have Jim Carrey as Nature Calls, right? And then we got David Chappelle. All right. So what kind of other character can you think of where they played like a funny role and they had a funny outfit on or a funny face? Let me see. Oh, what about I'm gonna tell you who we got. Do Homie the Clown. Homie don't play that, man. Homie don't play that. You lucky I ain't got no sock right now. I hit you with that sock right now. Yeah, I got you. Hold on, let me see if I can find Homie the Clown. Homie the Clown. Homie. Let me see here. Images. Oh my gosh. Now y'all know y'all wrong for that, man. I ain't seen this in so long. That's insane. All right, here we go. Let me see if I can. Let's see. See if I can find him. Where are you, homie? All right. All right. Y'all remember? Hey, thanks, Sabala Paints. Awesome. Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Now this one is so many. This is so many ways. I'm looking at the way his head is within that within that whole concept, right? If what I'm seeing here, I can't help but see this globe right here, right? And then in that, and then from here, what I'm seeing is some hair literally wrap around like this. You see what I'm saying? That's what I see up top. I can't get that out of my head. And then I see this. So I try to knock the big pieces out first. Okay? And then we got this right here. This is something I see. Right? Okay? And then I just try to go with it from there. I just kind of come over here. Right? And then I'm going to put my neck down here. Okay? He ain't got no ears in this picture. Okay, hold on. Let me see here. And then this is what we got going on here. We got this little thing that's just wrapping around the the head or the body, and then it's like a layer of it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta how well you do this is going to really kind of be like how well you see things in dimension. You know what I mean? I had to downsize everything, but let me see here. Wait, he got you know what? This is really what that looks like to me. This is what that looks like to me. I don't know, like that. And then his top lip is kind of colored in right there or something. Okay, and then let me see here. Let me do this here. A little short, and then we got these claws, right? We got these claws, right? Okay, now let me see here. Let's do these eye shapes here. So those eye shapes are going to be. I'm gonna go with a down shape here. Something like that, right? And then we're just going to kind of bend these over here, color in this little eyebrow shape. Okay, again, I could have made his thing a little bit fluffier, but I didn't have enough room, so. Okay. So, what's next here? What I'm gonna do? I guess what I could do is I'm gonna go in my. Let me see if I got a little. I got some red here. Oh no, that's not gonna work. I can't find my good pencil sharpener, man. What did I do? You know what? I'm gonna do what I do all the time when my pencil sharpener is missing. I'm gonna blame it on my kids. Wait a minute. I think I got it. I think I have a. I got a bag of markers here. So let me go on my tool kit. Hold up. Can't let you see the combination. Okay. Right. Access authorized. All right, let me see. We got what? Just some red. I think some red would go nice in this. So if I want to do something real quick, I might do. Let me see. All right. Just do something real quick. Yeah, let me see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then of course we can add that red nose there, right? The rest of it I'm just going to shadow just for brevity's sake. I don't want to. I want to keep this brief. So I'll just add some shadows here. Right, and then we'll just homie the clown. All right. Homie. Homie the clown. Homie don't play that, man. Homie does not play that. I bet you'd like for me to give you a ride home, huh? And then once I drop you off there, right, maybe you want me to open the door for you. I don't think so. Maybe, right? All right, let me see. So who we got next here? Who we got next? Let's look up another icon. We got time for maybe one or two more guys. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and get into our word of the day. Okay? So if you guys want to stick around for the word of the day, I certainly encourage you to stick around for that. Let's see what you did here, Cherish. Oh, okay. I thought you sent something else here. I just hadn't. That's just a message I didn't look at before. Okay. All right, guys. Let's keep those tips a coming. If you guys are enjoying the stream today, don't forget, man, tips are appreciated. All right, so let's go ahead and do. Let's see who can I think of. Who can I think of? Another comedian that played somebody in a movie that. Let me see. Dude, I know who I'm gonna do. Watch this. Let's see if you can. Let's see if you can guess. Yes, Miss Doubtfire, right? Y'all remember Miss Doubtfire? Ace Ventura or Lord Christmas? Oh, Jim Carrey as the Mask. That's a good one too. Jim Carrey as the Mask. Okay, so let's put this one over here. All right, and then we're gonna go with let me see here. All right. Yeah, old Robert Williams. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. So we're gonna we're gonna attempt to do a Miss Doubtfire straight from the hip. Okay. So man, what am I seeing here? What am I seeing? What am I feeling? I'm let me see. I think hey man, thank you, Priscilla. I appreciate you. Yes. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Yeah. I hope y'all know I'm giving y'all my best jokes, man. Let me see. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna do something like, oh gosh, I don't know. Let me see here. Okay. The main thing to do is don't panic, right? So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do let's see here. So I want to make sure that I keep this real general here. because the simplicity of the features and the fact that there's not a lot of line weight in this in the face is really what fascinates me about this picture, this drawing here, to capture that expression. I can see her here already. I can see it. Okay, the roundness of the chin shape. And what I'll do here, I'm going to go ahead and just get these glasses to kind of flare out here. And I want some soft kind of an angles. Nothing that's too much. Okay. So again, just really want to control my line weight here. Okay. Heavy lines in this drawing here could mean something pretty catastrophic. It's not going to work out good. So what I'm going to do here, so I'm going to go ahead and just bring this down. I don't want to close that line off. I think I'm going to use a shadow to do that. Maybe cover this up a little bit here. Let's see what we got on this head shape here. So again, I really want to control my line weight here. Okay, something like that. I could have. Okay, maybe can I move that over some? I think I might have overshot that. No, I didn't. I think I'm gonna be okay. Okay, there we go. Then we got these. We want to get the overall shape of the hair. Okay, so I want to refrain from putting a lot of lines up here because the hair is very blonde. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let me see. Let's go ahead. Okay, and then we got the part in the back here. And then it kind of comes all the way down the neck right here, like an old grandma type haircut, right? Okay, so I use a lot of almost connected dots when I'm drawing. So what looks like me just moving my hands around, a lot of times if I can't find my way, I'll draw something and be like, okay, I can see how far that is from this. You know what I mean? Certain staple shapes I really feel like I can't miss on, right? Let's put these little lip right here. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, and then we got some little wrinkles right here. Just a little bit, not much. Okay, and you see how, like I said, important it is. Control that line weight. Control that line weight. Master your marker. Whatever marker you like to use, sleep with it. Sleep with your marker. Put it right next to you, and then you know what I'm saying? Good night. Good night. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Marry your marker. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to use it. Make it your, you know what I mean? So it's nothing that you can't do with it. I've been using Sharpies so long, and part of the reason that I started using Sharpie was, you know what? When I first started doing caricature, I didn't have enough sense to know not to use a Sharpie because I didn't think that my success was going to be tied to a Sharpie, the Sharpie marker. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much how it went down. You know what I'm saying? That's how it went down. That's how it went down, right? Okay. Now look, this is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna add some shadows into the drawing, right? Okay. I like it. I don't think I like the simplicity of this. I like the simplicity. It looks like Miss Doubtfire, right? Okay. Now let me see. Let's do these shadows here. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Shadow here. Yes. Okay. All right. Then we got a little shadow here. Remember I told you when I got to this part, I wanted my line to be a shadow or a shade here, but not a hard line. You see how I didn't distract with that line right there. And then over here, we got the hair just kind of coming back down. We're going to do a little bit of, we need to really add something to the glasses here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I call my disconnection shade, where I don't shade it all the way in, but I color it in with respect for the lighting, right? Just like that. You can see my other glass, my little other one over there, right? Okay, and then look at this. We can just make some little, at the end, I'm getting close to it. So I'll just do some directional lines here and there. Again, I don't want a great deal of lines in the hair because this is going to make it look not like a cartoon. Cartoons don't have that type of detail. And so you want to refrain from using too much details in your picture. Okay? Now, what I want to do here, oh man, that was a nice little touch right there. I don't know why I did that, but I think it worked out. Okay? And then, yeah, there we go. Okay, now she got her little Miss Doubtfire sweater, right? Okay. And then this is Miss Doubtfire. You know what's crazy is wait a minute, gosh, why am I thinking of why am I drawing a blank here? Somebody just said his name. Robin Williams. Okay, Robin Williams. I can see, like, even though I'm drawing Miss Doubtfire, I can see Robin Williams in this face. Like, I can see Robin Williams. You know what I mean? Oh, he says, I doubt it, right? Hey, don't feel bad, Joe, because I'm going to tell you, that's the same thing that happens to me every time I draw. I start off like, this is not going to go well at all. Like, who is this? And then all of a sudden, some kind of way I land on my feet. I don't know how it happens. But, all right, so guys, hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Don't forget, guys, keep those tips rolling. If you guys are enjoying the stream today, man, really would appreciate the tips, guys. Hit that little button down there. Give me some stickers. If you're on TikTok, if you're on YouTube, you guys know how to use the super stickers over there too. Okay. Oh, I drew your sister, Octavio. Hey, what's going on? All right. So let's see who we did today so far. Okay, so we're doing comedians today, and we're doing them in the roles that they played in the movies, right? So we have Miss Doubtfire, right? And then we have, everybody know who that is, right? Homie don't play that, Homie the Clown. Okay, and then we got, who is this, guys? Does anybody know who that is right there? Who is that? If you just got here, tell me who that is. If you already saw who it is, don't say nothing. Okay. Anyway, if you didn't know who it was, it's Otis the security guard. That's Martin Lawrence. All right. And then we have another one here. Let's see who this is. Boom. We got Shanae, right? And then we got Jim Carrey. Okay. And we got Dave Chappelle. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do one more drawing, guys, and then we're going to go ahead and get into our word of the day on. Okay. So let me go ahead and turn this one off. Let's see, what else can we find here? Somebody made a suggestion earlier. Let me see here. Somebody said Robin Williams, Ace Ventura. I did Ace Ventura already. Oh, you mean Ace Ventura, the pet detective Ace Ventura. Okay, let me see. Even though I already, let me see. Let me go to Jim Carrey. Oh, look. Right, smoking. And then somebody asked about this guy right here, so let's see. I don't know. Let me see if I can do it. All right, I think I'm going to end doing this one. I think this would be a pretty cool one. Right. Okay, let's do it, guys. We're going to do the mask. Right? All right, let's see what we got here. Well, this one, he has such a strong head shape. I think that's where I'm going to start at. Um, so let's do this right here. Mm. Mm. I see how he has that he has that like real deep bend in the face shape right there. When I get there, it's just I just kind of rely on what I know about anatomy. Let me see if I can get this bow tie. Now I'm about to doctor some things up to get it to fit in there the way I want, but I think that's okay, right? Hey, what's going on? All right. Okay, so let me see here. Let's go with the here. Now we got, we have an anomaly here. No, well, not really. Yes, we do because I could have literally. Let me see. When I came up, I dipped into the eyebrow like that, which I don't know, I might have made a devastating mistake there. I might still be able to get away with it if I just go out when I went up, when I went in right here. I guess I still can work with that. I still can work with that because what I can do here is I'm gonna cause a little bit of a light line here to come up, and then I'm gonna go up like this, and then I'm gonna make this high here. Yeah. You see, what I want to do is create that muscle part right there in a cartoon kind of way. So I just kind of shadow it in, so nobody's really gonna know, and then I'll just come this way with it, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Let's put these smile lines in here. Okay, and then we got some more smile lines here. And then we'll just put some lighting in the eyes. I think we got a good picture going on. And then let me see here. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go with small over here and a small, large over here. Okay. And I don't think there's anything else because this picture is already okay. So let's do something like that. Yeah, that's it right there. I like that. Okay. I think I like it. You see, all of this right here was literally shaded in. You know what I'm saying? All of that right there is literally like a little bit of a shade. So you really don't need that to be perfect as long as it fits kind of like how it would in the real life. Okay, so this one is shadowed over here too, but I'll do like a marker shade with that, I think. Let me see here. Um, what do I got over here? Huh? All right, just let me get a. I'm gonna get my markers out here. Let me see how I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna color this one in for you guys. Let's see here. Okay. Man, where is my pencil sharpener? I just had this one. And that one is not. Turns out is not working so well this morning. But I have my all-purpose pencil sharpener up here. And now I don't have it. It's here somewhere. I know it is. I cleaned up my desk. We got a pencil sharpener here. Let's see if this one works. But I like to use my. Oh, no, that's not it either. Dang it. Browser. Okay, where's my trash can? All right, guys, so we're going to do some coloring real quick. And then we'll get out of here, okay? We're going to do our word of the day. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I can't. If I can't get this pencil sharpener is too harsh. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this a different way. Oh, where's my pencil sharpener?
This is my pencil sharpener.
This is my pencil sharpener.
That's mine.
You stole my pencil sharpener. You thief.
It's pink.
Common thief. Ah. Oh, okay. She's so immature. So immature. All right, this is a good one right here. All right, so look, this is what we're going to do, right? First layer. Y'all ready? Here we go. Here we go. So the first thing I'm going to do is outline all of my dark spots in the drawing. I don't waste no time. I just get right down to it. All right, Rouser. Come on, sharpen up pencil. Hold on, guys. Just doing a little bit more sharpening here. These Prismacolor, sometimes the leads are very soft. So if you got a pencil sharpener that's abrasive in any shape, form, or fashion, things can get out of hand really quick. And that's why with these, I like to use them on the side. I almost never put the tip of my crayon on the paper because you waste your pencil faster that way too. And you can maintain your lead longer by rotating it and keeping the pencil sharp, just in case you do need to do something where it's fine lines at, after drawing for so many years, for a while, you'll get keen to the feeling that you want on the end of your pencil when you're drawing. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. So here we're just gonna, again, get all of the darks of the face, the dark areas of the face first, where we want our shadows to go first. When we considering lighting, what is it that I'm trying to accomplish? So I think that's pretty cool right there. So what I'll do here is I'm gonna start closing in the space. So let me just sharpen a little bit more. See, got to make sure I don't press too hard with this one. So here I'm just going to shadow a little bit all the way around. Okay, so what you see here, what I'm doing is I'm kind of closing the gap between the darks in this. Never have I haven't switched colors or anything yet. And I'm going to leave a little bit more light on one side of my drawing than the other. So I'm creating a little bit of dimension here. All right. And then we're going to put this next shape over here like that. Okay. All right. So now what we'll do is I want to come back with my next darkest color. Okay. So I'm going to go with like a darker green, and you're going to see here when I use, oh, wait a minute. One thing I missed out on here. I didn't color these in. Okay, so when I get around this area here, I'm going to use a darker green, more like a mint, like a deeper mint green, right? Because I ran the eyebrows behind there, I wanted to make it look like it has some dimension. So I'm going to really get off in this spot right here. Okay, and I'm going to show you a neat trick that I like to use at the end of my drawings when I'm done doing all of that shadowing, right? Okay, so all of this is our darks. All of this. See? We want to get off in there. Okay. Oh yeah, that's great. Okay. Let's go ahead and color this in just a little bit on one side. Now, the next color that we want to employ, right? We're going to use just a little bit of yellow, okay, in our drawing. And this is yellow is a color you can use that's going to brighten anything up. So watch if I just add a little bit of yellow, you know, it's gonna become a little bit more pleasant to the eye to look at, because these greens, these greens and stuff, they're good colors to look at, but you know, kind of think about the sun shining on a tree. You know, it's what kind of helps it to get that beauty. Where that yellow light or that yellow lighting is awesome for these type of drawings. And see, like I said, I could just add a little bit here and there to kind of lead your eyes around the drawing. Okay, so all of this we're just about done here on that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you guys a really cool trick. We're getting to the end now, and that I like to use for my caricature is to use I have a green marker here. Okay, and this is going to be used for my absolute darkest spaces in the face. But you can see here that I can take it and I use it very similar to the gray. So I'm literally going over the top of my color pencils with a Crayola marker. That's literally what I'm doing. Okay, and you can do all kinds of stuff with this to really make your drawing pop. You know what I'm saying? See over here? Boom. How about you can hide imperfections? Oh man, you can do so much stuff, right? See there? How I'm bringing all my shapes forward. All right. Okay. Now we get to the lip shape. Looks like we got like a maroonish color. So what I'll do here, I'm gonna use this. Ooh, is that no, that's not the right color, is it? Like a prune color. Like what's this? I got prune. I said prune. Right. So, okay. So this, guys, is our last drawing of the stream. Okay. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go ahead now. We're going to get into our word of the day. Okay. Maybe I need to get that maroon color down there too. I don't exactly have that color, but I guess I could use it. That's probably like a burgundy. Ron Burgundy. Do this to me, Ron Burgundy. What is this? Berry red? I don't think this is the. No, it's a little bit redder than that, but You know what? I think this is it right here. Eh, that'll work. It's like a like a prunish color. Awesome. Okay, and then we got a gold tie. We'll just make it yellow. All right. Okay. And then we are going to put our pencils back. I think we're done with that. And up top, right? Should make more right around there. Just give it some more intention around the mouth. Okay. And then we're going to put smoky. Right? Smoking. All right, guys. So that is our draw and sag, boom, for today. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and get into our word of the day. So give me just a moment. I'm going to close down my, where's that? Hold on one sec here. All right. So, guys, I want to thank you again for coming out to the stream. Had lots of fun with you fine folks today. So we always in the stream with a word of the day. And our word of the day is so that we can leave here encouraged that life is going to be good for us. That we can overcome a difficulty that we're in. That we have powers within ourselves that we haven't tapped into. There's a greater there's a greater me inside, and we are every day seeking to become more aware of that other person that lives within us. I always think for myself, it's such a tragedy to have a to understand and know that there's another way to live life that is much more beneficial for us, that's going to give us much more joy, much more happiness, much more peace. But we refuse, we never investigate that. We become complacent and content with staying with who we are and what we've been doing our whole life. In other words, we had a men's meeting breakfast this morning at my church, and it was talking about pursuing youthly lust, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Just let me get my book out right here, guys. So I'm a big writer, and I like to study the Bible, and then when I study, I like to write down what I wrote. Okay, so let me go to my book real quick. I'm going to be going over to the book of Romans. Okay. And this is called, today, I'm going to go to Romans 12. Romans 12, and we're going to start at verse 1. Again, this is my Bible study for today. You guys, you asked me, well, what are some of the things that I do to improve my artwork? And the number one thing I have to say is developing myself spiritually, because what most of the time stands in our way is ourself, right? We think that like we're not sufficient enough, or We are comparing ourselves to somebody else that's usually lying about what they have, but we're trying to like almost run after this lie we think is the truth just because we saw it on social media. There's all kinds of reasons why, you know. But at the end of the day, I just want to share this with you because I know that it's going to help you. I know how much it helped me to get my artwork better, to get my life together. I didn't just start using these things of the God and putting them in my artwork. I started just applying them to every part of my life. What is it like to be a father, an older father? You know, I'm 52 and I got those two little boys you saw coming here. And then I got my little girl, and I have my older daughter. And so what is it like, you know, what am I supposed to be telling them? What am I supposed to be preparing them for? What am I expected to do as a husband or as a brother, or in regards to my brother and sister in at my church and stuff like that? Where how can I be of service? All of these things. Once you find purpose, everything in your life is just going to improve. But when you walk around in life, it says the Bible says that if a man without a vision shall perish. So if you don't have any vision about like where you're going, right? Wild crazy because my pastor was talking about that this morning. A lot of the times it's not a question of what you're doing, it's more of a question of you just pointed in the wrong direction. You can make, in other words, you can do all the right things and still get it wrong if you do the right things at the wrong time. Does that make sense? Okay, so here we're going to be talking about a living sacrifice to God. How do I become a living sacrifice? This is the thing that really turned my life around, was when I discovered that word sacrifice. Sacrifice means to do something outside of yourself. So if this is you, right? Oftentimes, in order to sacrifice, these are people out here. These are These are widows and orphans and people that are suffering from all types of different things and gone through all types of different things. And you'll never discover. I saw that I couldn't discover. You can't discover more about yourself until you really genuinely want to help somebody else. You might think you're operating at your highest level, but I'm going to tell you that you're not if you're not helping others, because our blessings are tied to others. One of the biggest turnarounds for my artwork was when I became a teacher of art. When I started teaching it, and I had to break down these things so I could help other people to understand what's going on in my head when I'm drawing or when I'm doing things. And so that causes me to look even deeper and deeper and deeper. And at the same time, where I'm so concerned with feeding people and helping people and showing people how to get out of those artistic ruts and all this stuff like that. Well, man, what's happening to me is I'm growing exponentially, just so much faster, and I don't even realize how fast I'm growing. And so sometimes I'll sit at the drawing board and I'll draw, and for the first time, I think it actually happened to me yesterday. I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. And it's real short. And this is one sentence. I realized that God gave me a gift. He said that the more you draw closer to me, I'll draw closer to you. And he gave me this gift. And it's not just of drawing. A lot of the times artists are not just drawers. We're people that are just creative people. You know what I'm saying? You'll be surprised what else you can create. You just kind of took an interest in that. But let's read what it looks like to be a living sacrifice. When I started sacrificing for God, and what does that look like? Well, let's see what the scripture says. It says, "So, dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to God because of all he has done for you. Let him be a living and holy sacrifice, the kind he will find acceptable. This is this is truly the way to worship him." What that means to me is that as I'm reading it, I'm like, wow. Remembering all the difficult times that I went through in my life. Many times, if you can relate to what I'm about to say, I could have gotten myself killed. I should have not made it out of that situation. Um, and God protected me around that situation. And even in times where I've lost things or whatever, it was always God's purpose within me. When I lost my mom, that was a hard thing, because I was raised by my mother. So it was me and my brother. Then we had my mother. You know what I'm saying? We was with her, and so to lose a parent, that hurts a child, and so you can even through that, he showed me a way to be able to survive and to carry on. And I got up and I carried on because of my purpose. And to be honest with you, daily I train my mind. I spend time with God daily, because I don't want to wait till I need prayer and mental discipline, and to try to get it at the last minute. Some people wait till something happens in their life disastrous before they pray. And then when they don't see God show up, or like right at the wait, and he's like, well, where were you at all this time? That's just not how it works. You have to work for what you want. You never took a step toward God, but now you want God to take that step towards you in that situation. And not to say that he can't or won't, but my experience is that with me and God is like, he's always faithful, but he, I believe, helps those that want to help themselves. I don't just depend on like God just magic it up for me. Part of living life, I think, is getting up and doing something. It says, don't copy the behaviors and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way that you think. That's what I do. I can certainly relate to that as a teacher. The best teacher, they say, is the one that can transform the way you think about something. A lot of the time, something that you feel like you can't learn is only because you just haven't ran across the right teacher yet to show you how to do it, if that makes sense. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing. Because of the privilege and authority God has given me, I give each of you this warning. Don't think you are better than you really are. So they're saying here that we shouldn't be conceited. In being a living sacrifice, that first thing again is that we need to uh, um, let our bodies be a sacrifice and understand that our blessings are going to come through other people. So we have to be willing to sacrifice ourselves to help others. And then the second thing we got to do is we got to not transform to the customs of the world. So a lot of the things that you see that they say, oh, it's okay, just a little bit. No, it's not okay. Not even a little bit of that's okay. You know what I mean? Some things, there are sins, and then there are sins that lead to death. And there are some things you can eat, but some things you can't eat at all. Period. You should not even engage it, because the spirit that attaches to that is so powerful that once it grabs a hold to you, it's like electricity at higher voltage, and you can't let it go because of the power of that spirit that can be over you. So that's why it's important that we follow the word of God. And then it says, number 3, don't think that I'm too much. Don't think of myself like I used to be a person that got offended easy because I took myself too seriously. And I almost sometimes put myself on this pedestal, this standard of who I thought I was. And so the minute that something attacked that or didn't agree with what I said I was, then I wound up getting offended by that. And what that was, I found out in myself, was just simply a lack of God. Because how can somebody, I heard a joke one time that said self-esteem. And he says, how can somebody mess up your self-esteem, because it's called self-esteem, right? I heard that before somewhere. And I think that's the real thing here, is that there's in the world now, we have a lot of people that get offended very quickly. And in the same breath, it's because when if you don't know who you are, then when somebody suggests something or put something out there, right, then you can get offended by that easily because you're not absolutely convinced of who God has said that you are. You get what I'm saying? Because if you were, what that person said about you really wouldn't even make any difference. And then finally, here it says, guys, be honest in evaluating ourselves. So, in order for us to be a living sacrifice, we must be honest with evaluating ourselves. We can't be going around lying to ourselves about everything. Okay? Be honest with yourself. At least if you struggle with something, hey man, you struggle with it. You know what I'm saying? But don't call a ball and a strike. Don't call something that's right wrong and something that's wrong right. You know what I'm saying? And just say, hey, you know what? I'm working on that. I'm making strides toward this or whatever. This is something that I struggle with, and that's something. And then you can always, but to say that God is wrong, right? You have to understand you're undermining your every pillar of faith that you have. You're undermining that when you undermine what God says. When you say I believe in God, but then you undermine what His Word says, you says, "Oh, that everything in here is true," but that's not true. That's not true. He had to have made a mistake. Then you're undermining God as a totality, and that kind of God has no power to help you when you are going through difficult situations in your life. So let's finish up here. Okay, not just being honest with evaluating ourselves, but measuring ourselves by the faith God has given us. So in faith, I believe that God has given me the power of love. He gave me power, love, and a sound mind. I believe that I will be the head and not the tail. I believe that I will be the lender and I'm not going to be the borrower. I believe that I'm going to have a successful marriage. I'm going to have a successful children that are raised well and that are going to be respectful. I still believe that people are good. I see the good in people. I see the colors of the world. I still see life in this world. I see revival in this world. See, this is how you got to speak to yourself. This is how you have to speak to yourself because there's plenty of things to get mad about, guys. There's plenty of time. You can be mad all day if you want to, but you only live one life. You know what I'm saying? And God wants you to live that life happy, but He wants you to also live that life on purpose, to find your happiness in your purpose. You'll be so much happier when you find out what you're truly capable of. You're really not a prisoner of that drug or that alcohol. You're not a prisoner of that. You're not a prisoner of that. And you have to speak that. Because God hears the prayers of the righteous person. The righteous person, when you go to God, tell him, look, I am struggling. Don't be all art thou and all these words that religious people use. This is not about religion. This is about your relationship with God and you getting right with Him so that you can hold your head up and be confident in doing what's right and going forward in this life and looking forward to what He has for you. Okay, and just as in finishing, this is the last verse. Verse 4 says, just as our bodies have many parts and each has a special function, so is it with Christ's body. We are many parts of one body and we all belong to each other. We have to, in order for us to be a living sacrifice, to drive that home, we must, I think, as the pinnacle of this all, well, not the pinnacle, first is believing in God, pinnacle, but this is, I feel, very important, is that we understand that this goes back to our purpose. If you really look at what it says, that each part has a special function. You have a special function. You're a part of a body, and you're a part of a body of believers. So you're absolutely critical to God's operations and what He wants to do in the future. And He wants you to be on board with Him because, again, He has a special function for you. We have to be kind to one another and understand, like it says here, that we are parts of a body. So have respect for everybody, not just poor, rich people, or not just people that can do things for you. Don't disrespect the person that works in McDonald's. Don't disrespect the person that's cleaning the street. Don't disrespect the homeless person. Don't disrespect nobody. Everybody is important. Everybody is important to God. I'm important. You're important. The whole body is important. And none of us are more or less deserving of anything on this planet. The only thing that one thing that we all have in common, guys, is that we have a God, we have a Father that loves us, that cares about us, and that wants us to succeed. He doesn't wish for any of us to perish. But like a good father, there are consequences that you just have to that are for not listening. And I don't want anybody to have to suffer that. So that is why, again, I share this word of the day with you, because I might be the only Bible that somebody ever gets to hear, right? Somebody once said that in one of my classes to me, and I think it's true. So that's our word of the day, guys. A living sacrifice for God. Remember, don't take yourself too seriously. That we're a part of a body. That we need to be transformed in the way we think. And don't let the world's customs and what the world has to offer you distract you from becoming the best you. That's the version that God created you to be. Okay? So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I want to thank you so much for sharing the word of the day with me. Before I end, guys, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys all the information for classes. If you wish to take classes with me, I do classes at rouserworld.com/classes. So you can book a class with me today. We do have the class bundles going now, but you want to get in as quickly as possible, because a lot of the spots are they're filling up. So because I only have a limited amount of spots per week to give classes in. Also, if you want to support our ministry, you can do so by going to our Patreon and joining our Patreon family. We'd love to have you. You can get some behind the scenes content, some things that have to do with drawing, some things that have to do with life, and some things that have to do with absolutely nothing at all. It's just entertainment, me kicking it with you guys, my Patreon family. Okay. And then finally, guys, tips are appreciated. If you feel like you enjoyed drawing with me today, you enjoyed the flow of the stream and all that good stuff, man. This is what me and my wife do full time to support, our family or whatever. So tips are appreciated if you did feel like that's God's put that on your heart. All right. So other than that, guys, I am going to go ahead and get out of here. Had a lot of fun. You guys be blessed. Stay out of trouble. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. That's my next live stream. Okay? So you guys be blessed and have an awesome Saturday. Saturday. I'll see you Tuesday.